How's it going, everyone? Michigan 1777 here. It's about 1:30 in the morning right now. News just broke about, well, some huge news today from Ole Miss. You know, obviously Michigan's been in for Shea Patterson. They've been looking to get him. We're looking like we're probably going to get him. On top of him, a few other guys. Van Jefferson or Vaughn, sorry if I butcher names. Van Jefferson, 2015. Shea Patterson was obviously the best in his 2015 or in his recruiting class. Deontay, however you pronounce it, Anderson was from 2016. He was a pretty large recruit. Greg Little, offensive tackle. He was a 2016 five-star prospect and a 2016 freshman All-American. I guess news broke out Jim Harbaugh went down to Ole Miss to visit these guys, and news broke out that Shea Patterson himself was actually helping doing some recruiting himself. 3 other players were actually being reviewed as well to be recruited by Shea himself and a few of the other guys. So these players were Breon Dixon. Sorry, once again, if I pronounce names wrong. He was a four-star 2017 prospect. He's a linebacker. Bryce Matthews is an offensive tackle. He's a 2016 4-star recruit. And Jacob Mathis is a tight end. All of these guys are potentially looking to come to Michigan, and with the way that these allegations are going, there's potential that they might be able to play without having to take a year off. That is huge news for us. We're getting guys with game experience as well. I mean, they're top end recruits, and as long as our scholarships, if our scholarships allow for it, we're going to be having quite a few good players coming to the University of Michigan from Ole Miss. I am excited for next year. This news just broke out. Jim Harbaugh going out and recruiting these guys. I'm ecstatic. This makes me more excited for next season. I'm going to talk briefly about next season, why I'm so hopeful. First off, I wanted to compare this coming up team, or the same team basically, that we're going to have next year, because we're not losing guys up till next year. And I want to compare them to the last team Jim Harbaugh had last year in 2016. The thing about the 2016 team is that they peaked. And I think the biggest difference between our team now versus that team is we have a lot more speed now. The difference between the 2016 team is they had the fundamentals that the current team doesn't have, obviously. I am looking and seeing that this year, 2018, 2019, 2020 is going to be huge for Michigan football. Once these fundamentals get situated and everyone starts playing to their fullest potential, that speed is going to be unmatched, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Offensive side of the ball as well, our receivers are only going to get better. Our offensive linemen are only going to get better. And honestly, I'm comfortable. Brandon Peters, Dylan McCaffrey, and now Shea Patterson. I mean, we're going to be loaded. And that's the thing. I have no doubts in my mind these next few years are going to be some of the most competitive years of Michigan football we've seen in a long time. And especially with the addition of all these recruits now, I don't see how we're not going to be competitive. I don't see how we can't win the Big Ten with what these players have and potentially go to the national championship with it. Jim Harbaugh has recruited them well. We have the coaching now. And all the fans who have complained about this year, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of an era. And I am going to say now I'm ready. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to be able to get us on track here. And I think everyone just needs to be patient. This is what I always say. Patience is a virtue. Be patient. He'll get everything ready for us. And I know for a fact we'll do well. So yeah, I just wanted to break the news. Once again, I'll name the people off. Shea Patterson, quarterback. Van Jefferson, wide receiver. Deontay Anderson, I did not put his position. I think he was a safety. Greg Little, offensive tackle. He's huge. 5-star recruit, 2016 freshman All-American. Breon Dixon, 4-star, 2017 linebacker. Bryce Matthews, offensive tackle, 2016 4-star. Jacob Mathis, tight end. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Great news from Michigan. Once again, go blue, and let's hope for a positive future for Michigan football. Have a good night, guys.